it's me, Christine. I decided to do a little bit of a face-to-face today. I haven't done that, it seems like, in ages. It is December 20th, 2024, and I don't have any stitching with me to show you right now, but I thought I would just do a little introduction to the video that you're about to see, which I know part of what it's going to be, but I don't know the rest because it's got a little bit of footage from last year. Yes, last year. December 2023, I had recorded myself opening up a Dimensions kit, the Dimensions, the ornaments, the set of 6. I may put some pictures up while I'm talking, or I may just wait and kind of just give an introduction to what you're about to see. So going into the month, where I'm going with this is going into the month, I wanted to participate in a stitch along by Ashley over at Ashley's Stitching Studio. I always forget her channel name. I'll put it here. What it is, she's hosting a December Dimensions stitch along. Dimensions Kit December Sal, I think is what it is. Sorry, Ashley. I'm kind of flying off the cuff here. So I knew I wanted to work on a Dimensions kit, but I didn't know which one. And then it just hit me, hey, I opened up that kit last year. I should go ahead and work on that and get a start on it. So the first clip you're going to see after this is me opening it up in December of 2023. And then I don't do anything with it until December of 2024. So the clips that follow, or the clip, I think I've only filmed one clip as of now, but I'm hoping to have more. The clip to follow is going to be then just what I've done, since starting it. That's just kind of a preface to say this is what you're going to see in this video. And I'll probably do a little bit of a life update at the end. I'm actually going to record it now, but you're not going to see it until the end for those of you that want to just check out because you have no interest in it, in my life. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. It's my life. And not everybody's interested in it. So, if you're here for the stitching, stay tuned. It's about to show up. And yes, Christmas is a few days away, 4 days away, 5 days away. I'm not ready, but who's ever ready for Christmas? And I didn't have a lot to do, but we had what I'll talk about in my life update at the end. There was a lot going on last week. So yeah, all good things. So yeah, without further ado, here is me a year ago opening up the Dimensions kit, and then of course, more clips to follow. This is a Dimensions Gold collection called Christmas Village Ornaments. Very popular. Many people have stitched it, and I think it's still widely available. So I thought we would just go ahead and open it up and see what's inside. So let me hook you up onto the tripod and we'll do this together. Okay, so I put you on the other side over there, so let me turn it this way so that you can see it right side up. And I just said it was widely available, but that is as of the recording of this, which is December 15th, 2023. So depending on when you're watching this in the future, it may or may not be widely available, but it's been widely available for many years, so I don't see it going anywhere. So, okay, let's turn it over and see what it looks like on the back. So it comes with the already sorted floss, which is wonderful and a time saver for those of you that don't like to sort floss. So let's go ahead and get this opened and see what it comes with. All right, so it looks like it comes with the basic instructions, which is how all of the Dimensions kits usually come. And then I'm not going to show you the chart, but I can show you a little piece of the chart to show you that's kind of what the chart looks like there. So it has the different colored symbols and really easy to read. I find the Dimensions kits to be, yes, easy. I like how they have the different colors in them. I know some people don't like that, but yes, that is the chart. So we'll put that off to the side. And okay, so let's just open this up. Okay, so you always get a couple of needles with the Dimensions kits. So there you go. Got those. And they're always usually tucked inside either the chart or in here, so just make sure that you spot those. Now this one, it looks like these are two different needles. So that's probably going to be important if you look. One of them is a little bit longer than the next, and plus, you know, this one has a yellow stripe and that one has like purple squares showing that they are different needles. So I don't know what the purpose is for the two different needles, but we shall find out. Okay, and then what you have here is the key. And once again, if you're familiar with dimensions kits, you'll recognize this. If you're not, it looks quite daunting, but if you decode it, it's actually, you know, once you get your head wrapped around it, you can kind of understand that, you know, these are the symbols that are in the chart. And this row right here tells you all these symbols are going to be a full cross stitch, and then it tells you how many strands to use. So that's kind of how, when you see a symbol, you just kind of come over to the chart. If you see this symbol, then you look and you're like, okay, I need to use that color. So you find it on your thread organizer, and then I'm going to use 2 strands and I'm going to do a full cross. Say for instance you see this symbol, then that means that you use this color, but you only use 1 strand and you do a half cross stitch. So that's kind of how you decide for that. Oh, and then when you see, I wonder if there's any blends in here. So it looks like right here. Oh yes, so then these are your symbols here for, this is, I'm guessing, yes, these are French knots. So there's going to be a lot of French knots in this pattern. So when you see that, say for instance, that symbol, then you know that you're going to use that color and you're going to do 2 strands of floss, and then it's going to be a French knot. These here are your back stitching symbols here. So anytime you see the lines when you're done, you use that color and the coordinating number of threads of floss you're supposed to use, which is almost always 1 strand. It looks like 2 strands right there, and that's a back stitch. And then we're going to be doing some couching in this, and that's going to call for that color, 2 strands of floss and couching. So that's kind of how you read it. You know, was I even on the, okay, I'm not sure that I was actually in frame there, but yes, so that's how you read it. If you just, you know, find the symbol. Oh yeah, here's what a blend looks like. So when you see, for instance, this symbol right here, and it's got 2 different colors on it there, then what you do is you take 1 strand of that color and 1 strand of that color, thread your needle with it, and then you do a full cross stitch. And then that is what's called a blended color. And it looks like these 2 here are blended half stitches. So a lot going on, but if you take it, you know, one symbol at a time, it's not too complicated and very doable. Okay, so that's how you read the chart, and then let's go ahead and look at the fabric right here. Okay, well, let's look at the floss first. Okay, so these are the floss organizers right there, which are beautiful, wonderful colors. And it's really easy when you use these thread organizers. You just, say for instance, you need one of those colors. What I usually do is just go to the end like that, and then you kind of fluff up the end of it there, and you grab just just 1 strand, and then you pull it. I won't do it, but you pull it all the way, just like this. So what you do is you just do that, and I'm not going to pull this one all the way out, but when you get up to the top like that and you just give it a little tug, it pulls right out of the little thread organizer. And so it's nice and easy. These do get a little bit tangled after time, so every once in a while you kind of have to stop and, you know, untangle them and sort them. But and there are some other tips that I have for, some people like to remove them off of this and bobbinate them or put them on their own thread cards. I like to take a little hole punch and take them off of here and kind of fold them in half so that it's, you know, half the length, and I just sort of hook it on with one of the little, not the lark's head knots, you know, that you do. So there's lots of different ways to do that, but they're perfectly usable as they are too. They just can get a little bit tangled after a while. And then it looks like, okay, this comes with some felt, and I'm guessing that's going to be for finishing the ornaments. I have not read through the instructions yet, but I believe that that's what that's for. So it looks like they give you just enough. And then here is the fabric. And what did I say it was? This looks like an 18 count. Let's see for sure. 18 count ivory. So yeah, it says right on there, 18 count ivory. Ada. All right. So what I was wondering, yes, I'm guessing it tells you, so here's, it gives you a little template for the pattern. So I'm guessing when you're done, you're going to use that template to possibly, I'm guessing, either cut out a piece of cardboard, and you probably also use it for cutting out the cross stitch itself and also the felt. So I'll have to read about how to do the finishing. It has all the instructions right here. So let's see. Yes. And we also have this, is going to be some type of a blending filament. I'm sure that it's going to, you're probably going to, usually they have you either blend this with a floss, or what I'm thinking this is this is what's going to be used to make the cording that goes around the, let me point more specifically here. Can you see there's like that gold cording right there that goes around the finished ornament? So I'm guessing that's what this is used for. And yes, that's kind of what it looks like right there. Shows you how to make cording with that, the twisted cording, which is really simple to do. And then, yes, so it's got the instructions here where, yeah, I'm guessing you're going to cut, yeah, it says cardboard, so you're going to, you know, wrap it around, and it looks like they're going to have you glue it. And then, yes, put the felt on the back and then do the cording around the edges. So, yeah, looks pretty simple. So, yeah, I'm kind of excited about doing that. So what I was wondering is how you know how to place them on the fabric so that you make sure that you have enough fabric. And yes, I'll have to see kind of what the stitch count is, and maybe they talk about the placement on there, but they all need to fit on here. So you don't want to start too close up to the edge that you don't give yourself some finishing room, you know, margins for finishing. So, but it looks like you can easily fit 3 on the top and then 3 along the bottom down here is what I'm guessing. So, all right, so after I was done recording, I opened this up to see how you're supposed to place it on the fabric, and it says right here. So what they want you to do is use your own basting thread to divide the fabric into 6 equal parts, and then find the center of each one of those sections so that you know where to start, because then, you know, each one of these charts, as you can see here, is kind of its own chart with its own centerpiece. So yeah, you just have to divide the piece of fabric into 6 equal spots, into 6 equal sections. So that seems easy enough to do. And then, yeah, then you just, it's like 6 separate different designs. Okay, upon further reading, I also figured out what the 2 separate needles are for. It says right there that you'll find 2 needles, and the needle with the smaller eye is for tacking and couching, and the needle with the larger eye is for all the other stitching. All right, it has been, I think, probably a year since I did an unboxing of this kit, and I am now just finally starting to get a start on one of them. It is December 8th, 2024, and as per the instructions, I folded the fabric in half lengthwise and then in thirds crosswise and got 6 equal folds, basically 6 equal parts, and then I took the back side. I just did kind of like what you do with the Mill Hill kits. I just drew an X. Well, you know, I put a ruler from corner to corner to find where the center is going to be of each piece, and then I tied a little piece of thread so that now whenever I start these, I'll know where the center is. So the only thing I have to do is run a quick zigzag around the edges to get that done, and then I can dive into one of these designs. And I think the one I have chosen to do first is this one right here, because I love the way the lantern and the lights are shining on the snow. So I will check in as soon as I get a good start on that. All right, it is December 11th, and I have got myself a good little start on this. This is where I'm at. I think when I left you, I said the only thing I had to do with the fabric is do a zigzag edge, and I ended up not doing a zigzag. I ended up adding extra fabric onto all sides, because they just don't give you enough extra really to work with as far as putting these in the hoop. So I added, like I like to do for these kits a lot, is add some extra fabric around the edges and then put it in my Q-snap. This Q-snap is an 11 by 14. So it's the 1111, and then you take the 14 by 14 extension and you kind of mix and match, and you can make an 11 by 14. So that's what I did here. And yep, what else to say on this? So far these are a bunch of half stitches up here, and with some of them have 3 strands and some have 4. So those always look to me a little bit messy. So what I like to do when I'm done, and I will, is to go in here with my snag nabbit and just kind of straighten out some of those stitches. And that is really all there is to say about this now. I'm really enjoying this project. At first I thought, oh, it's going to go so quick, but as per the gold collections, there's a lot going on, even in these small ones. Half stitches and full stitches and blends and different numbers of floss, back stitching. I'm sure there's even some French knots in there for sure. So yeah, but I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to keep moving on with it, and I'll check in when I've got some more progress. Okay, right after I filmed that clip, I went inside to grab this project, and I actually don't think that I've showed you my progress so far. So this is my starting point on Saturday morning, so you've got to see the one I just showed you, and then this is the starting point for this. And I plan on working on both of them today, but I'm also working on a felt wall hanging too, my Santa wall hanging, and I'm going to stick that in there here at some point. But yes, I don't think I've showed you this. If I did, then I will just keep this clip out. But yep, really loving this one, really enjoying it. So all right, I'll check in maybe tomorrow, maybe not. I'm pretty much ready for Christmas, so I hopefully will have some time to get some stitching done. Okay, talk to you later. Good morning, my friends. It is December 21st. It is Saturday, December 21st, and guess what? I started another Dimensions kit. My friends Morgan at Miss T and Stitches and Cat at Cat Talks, we just decided to do an impromptu start. And since it is Dimensions Kit December, we thought, well, you know, might as well. This is the one that I started. It is called the Winter Banner by Dimensions, designed by Debbie Mom. I have done the Fall Banner, and we all owned this one, so we decided to just start it. And this is as far as I've gotten. I went right in for Santa's face. So the Ada is very stiff, not real enjoyable to stitch on, but I think it might get a little bit easier. The face here, and you know, all the white stitches and his you know, like the peach colored stitches, they all call for 3 strands, full crosses, and this is, I believe, 18 count. It's got to be 18 count. Oh no, it's 14 count. Wow, it sure feels like 18 count. Okay, 14 count, and yeah, I haven't gotten too much of a start on it, but enough to, I might go ahead and do the little set of presents that he's holding, kind of his hand, and finish his beard. And then I may go back to working on my Dimensions ornament. But I wanted to get a start on this. So I will give you an update on my ornament here just as soon as I get more of it done. Oh, I completely keep forgetting to update you and let you know that I have slowly, in the background, been adding more and more of the white stitches in the background of this chickadee project. I started this last month, so I don't think I actually showed it. I don't think I actually showed... Did I show it this month? I don't think I did. Anyway, I started it last month, and I have a ton of background white to do. You can kind of see that I have just this part underneath the branch to fill in and then add the beads. And I've been working on that during the Bronco games because it's just mindless stitching, and I can usually do 3, 4, maybe 5 strands of white background stitches as I'm watching the game. So yeah, excited to get to the beads on this one. Well, hey there, Stitchy friends. As you've noticed by now, I uploaded my December vlog a little bit late. I'm actually recording the last clip of it on January 8th. So today is January 8th, and I had a little bit of a crafty diversion at the end of December, and I ended up kind of not getting anything done except this new crafty project that I was working on, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But before I upload this, I wanted to give you one final look at where I ended up on this project at the end of December. So as you can see, I did not get that much done, not much more since the last little clip that I showed an update on this. So I put that on hold because I had started the second Dimensions kit, which let me grab that and show you how far I made it on that one in 1 second. Okay, this is the project that you remember I started. I'm sitting in my car because I'm at the dentist yet again. Those of you that have been following me for a while know that I'm doing the never-ending Invisalign, and it seems like there's just keep needing to be more refinements and more refinements. I feel like I'm going to be wearing Invisalign forever. But so yes, I'm sitting at the parking lot of my dental office right now, and I brought these with me because it's always a nice quiet place to film in my car. This is where I ended up on this right here. Oh yeah, and by the way, when I pulled it out, it was filled with dog hair. And I don't have any kind of a lint brush with me right now, so bear with me. There's a lot of dog hair. My life is filled with dog hair now. Anyway, look at how cute he is with no back stitching. And yes, very, very cute. But I stalled on him as well when the new crafty project, diversion, I should say, started. I'm going to quickly mention it now, but when I get home, I'll actually upload some pictures. So, because I can't ever tell a short story, I will give you a little bit of a background. So, the crafty rabbit hole I went down at the end of December was one of those DIY miniatures. And it's something that I have sort of had an interest in for a long time. So back in the 90s, I built a doll house from one of those kits. And I think that was like the 1/12 scale, so the bigger ones. And I've always loved those. So then a couple years ago, I was watching Amber at She's Craftin'. Hi, Amber. And she was showing a little DIY miniature kit that I think her and her son were making together. And I fell in love with what she showed. And I said, oh, I need to try one of these days. And then I put it on the back burner, didn't think about it for a while. And then a couple weeks before Christmas, my sister-in-law was showing me, she was telling me about a model kit she was working on. And she sent me a picture. And it was like one of these, it was one of those, miniature kits, and it was like kind of like a Victorian closet, and it had all these little shoes and clothes and stuff in it, and she was hooking up the lighting, and it was so cool. And I said, oh, I've always wanted to do one of those. I've always just had this, interest in these little miniatures. So for Christmas, she got me a kit, and I will post a picture as I'm talking right now of what the kit looks like, and it's called Hanging Garden. So I opened it up, and I was extremely intimidated by it. It looked really hard, and it looked like a lot. So then I started watching some YouTube videos, and there's actually somebody on YouTube that does this exact kit from start to finish, and it's just sort of like a time lapse set to music. And thankfully, that video actually helped me out a lot. And I was trying to think, do I have all the right stuff to get started? And I can tell I was getting into analysis paralysis and getting very intimidated by this thing. And I thought, you know what, I'm just going to dive right in, mistakes and all. So I started it on, I think it was like the end of December, like around the 28th or something like that. And I created my first little bookshelf, and then I became obsessed with it. And then that is literally all I did for like the next 7 days. I practically finished the whole thing. And with the exception of I hit a snag because one of my LED lights wasn't working, and my husband said he would wire me a new one, and he hasn't done that yet. So it's kind of on hold. Maybe I'll insert a clip of some of the individual pieces that I've made in until I finish the electrical. So I'm kind of on hold waiting for that. But anyway, that took all my time at the end of December up until I hit the snag with the LED. Then I put it off to the side and got back to my stitching. So I am going to record a different vlog for January. That's why I'm including this all in December, because in January I started the floss and felt stitch along with my friend Lisa at the Felt Fairy, and I uploaded a separate video of that, so I'm sure you've heard of that by now if that was something that interests you. Okay, enough rambling. Here it is. Okay, so I opened up the kit, and so these are all the little paper things that you have to cut out and make stuff with. These are like what all of the little cutout wood pieces look like, and then it comes with all these tiny little things. These are probably the pots to put the plants in. And that's like some greenery stuff, and then these are all the different flowers. Yikes, it looks very scary. Okay, I'm back. If you're still with me, it's because you're somewhat interested in my life update, which spoiler alert, I'm going to do some bragging about my sons. So I'm super proud because now the reason I'm tacking this on to the end is because they have both made cameo appearances in the last, 10 years that I've been doing these videos. So those of you that have watched my old videos or have been with me for a while have seen both my boys. So my oldest son, Hunter, is 22 years old. He's going to be 23 in 2025, in August of 25. And then Riley will be, he's going to turn 21. He's 20 now. He's going to turn 21 next summer. So last week, my oldest son graduated from the Colorado School of Mines. Here's my shirt. He is a mines ore digger, and that is a STEM school here in Colorado. And he graduated a semester early, and with a computer science degree, and then so that was his major, and then he had a minor in physics. And I didn't even know this until we got to the graduation, and I saw it on the program that he actually graduated summa cum laude, which to me, laude, I don't even know how to say the word. So, I just couldn't believe it. Super proud of my son, because he's just, he's a brainiac, that's for sure. I always say, did not get those genes from me. He got those from his dad. I'm the creative one. I'm the cute, creative one. I mean, what can I say? Anyway, that being said, yes, and he had like some research honors. I mean, a lot. He's amazing. He's amazing. And he is going to go right into starting his master's degree in quantum engineering. I don't even know what that is, but very proud of him. Then my youngest son, Riley, he was all set when he got out of high school to go on to get a business degree, but he wasn't really sure that that's what he wanted to do. But he's kind of like, well, there's nothing else that I really want to do, so I'll go ahead and do that. And then he took some classes at our local community college while he kind of thought about what he was going to do. And while he was there, he actually got really interested in their EMT program that they had going on. And then my husband had suggested to him, had he ever thought about getting into the fire department? And man, it just he's like, wow, I think I'm going to follow that. So he just finished his first semester, and he is now an REMT, which is a registered EMT. And he had his ceremony on Thursday. My son had his ceremony on Friday morning. And Riley's trajectory going forward then is he got his EMT. Next semester, he wants to get his advanced EMT. Then he's going to do paramedic prep, and then paramedic, and then fire school, and then hopefully apply to the fire department when he's 22. That's his plan. But he may stop along the way. He said he may just stop as a paramedic, but he absolutely loves it. He found his calling. He is just... it fits him so much more than a business degree. I just cannot see that boy sitting at a desk job doing business stuff, because he's active. He wants to be out doing things, not sitting at a desk. So it fits him perfectly. I'm so proud. So I will put a little bit of footage here at the end of showing them getting their certificate. Oh, and he got a valedictorian of his class. So my motherly pride could not be it's just bursting at the seams. Let's just say that. Yeah, I told you I was going to be doing a little bit of bragging, but I haven't talked about them for a while because it's been all about the dog. Yeah, the velociraptor that's been living with me for a year, which probably gave me more gray hair than, raising my sons. Definitely did. I know I have more gray hair probably since the last time you saw me and more wrinkles, but I will probably see you at the end of January. But you'll probably also see a video of me uploading another felt video because I'm working on a felt wall hanging. Kind of. When I say working on all this stuff, I don't know. I'm not really working on it all. I've just been busy. I haven't been able to do much crafting at all. All right, that's it for now. I'm going to stop rambling and I will see you all probably at the end of January. That's what I'm shooting for. So I hope you all have a happy new year and I'll talk to you soon. Be safe out there. Bye for now.
And Riley Stone.
Woo!
Michael Stone.
Hunter, how does it feel to be a graduate? Yes, I am videoing. How does it feel?
Feels the same.
To grad. Oh, if you're wondering what the cowboy hats are for, is because they had a choice of wearing that this year because it was the 150th graduating class, and so they brought back that old tradition of wearing a cowboy hat instead of the traditional cap, hard cap and tassel. And also they got to ring a bell, which is a new tradition for this year's, to celebrate the how do you say it, sesquicentennial year of the school.